set the screenshot theater to directories instead of individual files, and it does that. It duplicates the pictures, it sticks to newer screenshots, and I actually have some more to add to the directory. I really don't know, and I really don't care. What is up, everybody? This is Jay, aka MultimediaJay. This week is probably going to be pretty lousy. Tonight was pretty quiet. I bet that will not be the case during the week, because people who came down with COVID over Thanksgiving are going to start finding out the hard way that they're infected and start calling off and going on leaves, and this is right after Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So, yeah, it might be a long week. Let's just have some fun while we still can. Speaking of having fun while we still can, this ESO event, how's our sound, by the way? We still can. Good. This ESO event that I dubbed Harrowstormpalooza ends tomorrow night with the upcoming maintenance. So, let's go through one more time. Let's try and have some fun with this farm bait, grind bait world event one last time. If I get bored, I'll just do something else. But we gotta have some fun before all this crap ends. And also, it'd be nice to bump the haha vlog type thingy out of the #1 parking spot for the streams. Whatever, man. I got the camera fixed. Hopefully everything else works. And we're gonna home in on some settings that don't slam the heck out of the processor, I hope, so we can stream this 60 frames per second with one CPU. So there's a tie-in to the tech stuff even when I stream video games. What do you expect from a guy going by the name MultimediaJay? You know what time it is, folks. It's time to play some stuff. And it's time to start the darn game up and see if it works. We only do a sound check for the video game, too. So we're going to start with settings that are similar to what I play when I'm not streaming. Hey, Reshade's out of date. Reshade's out of date. What a surprise. We're just going to chill to some really basic ESO here, and we're going to check out this event. See if anybody's still doing it. I'm actually curious if anybody's still fooling around with this stuff here. I have been limited... That's right, I did set it to the default music, right? I want to set that to ESO Morrowind. We'll cycle through the characters, do the dailies or whatever else fits my fancy, starting with Mr. Goodmain here. And let's go over to audio. Set this to Morrowind for the base theme. And let's just, before we load the game up, so the reason why I've been using custom settings is this texture quality that's blank right here. So you don't have problems with texture pop-in. Let's take this back to high, which is what I would have used, say, 5 years ago or so. With multi-threaded rendering turned on, load everything in. Good, I'm getting some sound here. See if I get sound doubling. Load everything in. Before we start, good, I'm getting some sound here. See if I get sound doubling. Good, good, good. I'm not trying to be like the Emperor, like, good, good, good. Your side will be complete. Am I... Whoa! This is pounding the hell out of the CPU so much that it's lagging the stream. Oops. Is any sound even making it out? Go back to live. Elder Scrolls Online. You said it, Jay, from 30 seconds ago. Elder Scrolls Online, the game that totally justifies 2 PC streaming setups. Because anytime it loads assets, particularly off an SSD, it pounds the living hell out of your system. Wow. I got the thing going on screen too as well. It shows me CPU usage and Ethernet. Right now it's reloading all the assets in the game. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Gee, is that because this thing is reloading all the assets and pounding the CPU to the tune of 100%? What's the CPU usage off of that drive? That's the J drive. It's not even picking it up. So, what about RAM? 49% memory. No, it's just doing so much with the CPU right now, crunching the hell out of everything because I just dropped it down to high mode. All right. Now that we're in high mode, we're down below 50% on the processor. So hopefully we lose. I want to... it doesn't look like there's any anti-aliasing on. This is why things always screw up. All right. Load the game first. Cut that music first. Actually, no. It's part of the character of the game. Load it up, baby. And let's try not to get YouTube complaining at me again. Let me just take a look at this. You can see through the encoding when there isn't anti-aliasing, but I want to see what's the CPU and GPU usage when the game loads up. We'll probably turn NVIDIA DLAA back on and keep everything else at high. These are the settings that I ran when I first built this system. Oh, cool. My paladin now has 200 vials of poison. Bravissimo. Anyways, this definitely looks more cartoony. I don't want to be taking screenshots like this.
Here, you card sharps and collectors. Test your wits and courage in a brand new...
Yeah, the anti-aliasing sucks. What's our usage? 65% on the processor... About 70% on the processor. I think 80% is when we start getting encoding issues. But there's plenty of room on the GPU for some more overhead. Let's turn on NVIDIA DLAA. Go from FXAA. You gotta scroll down. Come on, Zos. Let's put DLAA back on. There we go. Make it smooth at least through the graphics card. Make the graphics card pull its weight. There's no ambient occlusion turned on either, so... These are mostly the settings. These are mostly the settings I used to play. We'll see how it gets. This is high mode. I don't want to be like the tech deals guy and be like, oh, high is for playing games and ultra mode is only for screenshots.
Ah, there you are, young blood. I have need of you.
Yeah. I'm doing the Harrowstorm thing again. All right, let's before we go running off to Harrowstorms here. Let me just fix a few things. Let's bump this up a little higher as well. That's right. Those two should be linked together. Can I select them both and group them together? Order. How do we group in OBS here? It's been a while since I did this. Blending? No. There were group selected items. It's kind of like PowerPoint. But let me play some stuff up here so you can see the FPS. And it's dropping to 30 FPS because I'm out of the game. And I think there's a background FPS when I get out like that. Once I get back in, though, 60. Yeah, here we go. So you can see the FPS and the latency and stuff like that while I do my thing. Hey, does this cover up the chat properly? Yeah, it looks like it does. So if someone starts spamming stupid stuff in the in-game chat,
What is it?
folks don't need to see that. All right, let's go fight a Harrowstorm and let's start some trouble. This guy, I realized I talked earlier about how I wanted to do some stuff with a little bit of stuttering in the game, but at least you should be seeing that. I want to keep an eye on the CPU as well. See if we get any rendering lag with this kind of setup. I used to play the game on high mode when I first started playing it with a 1060. You see in the preview there's some rash. Down it goes, and all I did was leave Solitude. Man, you'd think I was playing this game on the Delosaurus. Let's try that again, shall we? Darn it, game. All I wanted to do was play ESO on high mode with NVIDIA DLAA and stream it at the same time. I wasn't even hitting 80% on the CPU unless it was loading assets. I'm seriously thinking that I need to move this game back to a mechanical hard drive so it doesn't pound the hell out of the system as much when it's loading assets. It didn't even keep the menu music. Did it even keep my settings? Well, at least it loaded back in. Oh, it did keep... No, it didn't. It didn't even keep my settings. So... Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is bad. Well, folks, time to lag out the stream again. See ya. All right. We're ready to 98, 99. I should run OBS in administr. Oh, that was quick. So I didn't pound the hell out of the computer. Limit background FPS. This must be something new. Conserve CPU, GPU resources. When did that get added in? That's been in WoW for years. And let's put NVIDIA DLAA. Do we want to put any... All right, let's do NVIDIA DLAA. NVIDIA DLAA and high mode. And just see if we can do anything without it crashing. You know what? Maybe I should quit the game. Quit the game so it saves the settings. So if I crash the game by walking outside of town, then it'll at least load back up with the right settings. This stream is turning into my freaking tech videos, but that's the point. How many years ago did I say, play some stuff should be the wacky world of MultimediaJay with video games? That's exactly what we're doing here. It's a late night tech experiment. I'm trying to get one computer circa 2015 with Skylake hardware to do all of this. Come on, Monolith. Show me you still got something in you. I don't have the money to replace you, you piece of crap. Let's see here. Sad, really. All the expenses and crap that came up. I was looking to build this. If I didn't have this crap going on, I would have built a system with a Ryzen 5700X and a GeForce 3060. Yeah. But we're just going to run Windows. Oh! Well, what do you know? We're in the game, we're outside of town, and hopefully it doesn't crash again when I take 2 steps outside. All right, let's find ourselves a Harrowstorm. Once more, we play a dangerous game. A game of chess against our old adversary, the Grey Host. Here in the land of High Rock. That's a High Rock, it's Western Skyrim. Let's see here. Indeed. Very well. We shall see what we've got over here. Why does it not look like any of these Harrowstorms are being worked on? Now we're drifting into more like something like that. What? Did oh, up top. That's right. It's like there's always one going on. Of course, it helps if you're actually looking at the right part of the map. Whatever. Right, off to Harrowstorm. At least OBS didn't crash. Imagine if I had to move the stream stuff around again. All right. Please tell me. Oh, there's still some witch pikes up. I'm not too late. All right, let's get in on the action here. Whee! Let's see how this handles it. 70% on the processor. That's what's been bottlenecking, so maybe high mode will help. Of course, it might help if Elder Scrolls adopts what WoW has with raid and battleground settings. Come on, Isabel, get in on the action. Oh yeah, she has the Jesus Beam attack now. The NPC version of Radiant Destruction.
Well done.
I'll just go around smiting everything and then hit things with a sword. If I don't get smacked like that. Whee! Come on, everybody. We should... This event was made to be farmed. See ya! Alright, down with that giant werewolf that's punting people everywhere. Oh wait, that's the boss. Is it just me, or did Zoss make it so that that monsters are snaring more than before? Alright, let's buff the let's heal the melee. How are we looking on the encoding? Already a 1% dropped frame rate. I think I might have to go to medium with all this action. Or is that from when I was lagging out the stream? Whee!
Storm, you stop. We will summon a dozen more.
Another reason to do this is probably the last time we're going to see this many people doing Harrowstorms. When the event's over, everybody spreads back out doing whatever events they want. Dolmens in the old world, Dragonvites in the elsewhere zones, abyssal geysers in Somerset, the volcanic vents in High Isle, whatever they want to do. See, you know, the player freedom side of ESO is cool, but it has its limits. And that's one of them, when the player base is too spread out in the world to do a lot of these group events. I'm not saying that ZOS should get to where they're looking like, should we nerf all the elites? Like Blizzard did with Cataclysm. All right, let's check our stats. How much of those, we have a 1% drop frame rate. Can I reset that now that I'm done lagging out the stream? Let's see here. All right. Let's reset it and see if it does it again. According to this, 2,000 frames were dropped due to rendering and encoding lag, but I was lagging out the stream earlier. So let's reset the counters. It doesn't reset the totals. Ah. So it only resets the stats. It doesn't reset the total counter. So about 1,100. 1,100 due to the network. Can I reset that? All right. Reset. It doesn't reset the total. There's no signs of any network lag. So that's from when I was lagging the stream out. You know what I could do, since this is YouTube? Watch this. Be right. And that is how you reset your counter. All right. That's one way to reset a drop frames counter. Thank goodness YouTube has a keep alive for if the stream accidentally gets disconnected. It's like a rudimentary version of what Twitch streamers have with their various streamer server services. All right. Let's see here. Let's turn in that quest and let's go off to the Reach and then figure out what we want to do. Do we want to cycle through more characters? Yeah, a little bit of a dip there when I momentarily disconnected the stream.
Hear ye,
I just want to make sure I've found
and
some
courage
settings
in a
that'll
brand
work
new card
in a
game.
big fight like that
Tribute.
without lagging
Skies
everything
seem
out.
clearer to me.
Oh, the sky seemed
Of course you
clearer.
did, young blood.
Aye,
I
lass.
like you, young blood.
Excuse me, it'd be laddie for this guy. Let's see. Off to the Reach. How is my microphone set up tonight? Ladies. Off to the Reach. Yeah, right. I'm streaming ESO on YouTube. Who the heck watches this crap? Not exactly the game chasers over here. The Reach. And I did see that Devin Nash video last night. You know, you should make stuff because you want it to exist, even if nobody watches it. Yeah, I got to do a reaction to his little commentary later on. But for now, I want to play some ESO. La la.
I always have to
And who is
I want to get a gift.
Ericacia? What the? What faction? Aldmeri Dominion or something? I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. They say Guild Wars has a faction thing here.
Looking for those
Those damn storms, they're on now.
Those
I
damn
mean,
Harrowstorms.
I don't
Go
know.
take out the Harrowstorms. Let's go take out one here because we get tickets from our first world event quest of each day. And we might as well just go through. Well, since there's a whole bunch of reward stuff, we might as well get some other characters in on the action. Plus, I'm thinking of changing up some of the settings anyways. All right, so in town, we were hitting about 90% on the processor.
Back in the saddle.
No drop frames, though, so I'm looking for drop frames from network lag, drop frames from rendering, and drop frames from encoding. All right. Nope, we missed that one. All right, where's the next one? Yeah, this is the one part where these parts of Skyrim are going to get, like, the Alakir Desert with all the groups farming everything. It's just a never-ending zerg. All right, let's see which one of these lit up. Down there. Welcome to the new Alakir. It's the Reach, but close enough. All right, which way did that thing? Is this the one with the giant, like, Stonehenge type ruins we got to go into? Gee, I wonder what this guy's doing. Ah, there it is. Sorry, I thought I was going the wrong way for a second there. All right, let's see if we get any encoding lag. We're here early. All the witch pikes just came out of the ground. Enjoy the free heals.
You can die knowing you will serve a greater purpose.
All right, let's see how this goes. There's technical testing going on, too. I want to see what this looks like. See if we can turn on some ambient occlusion after this.
Lots of wonder.
For they
Will
are
not
mighty.
dispel this ritual.
Some might. Alright. Throw down some heals and then start AEing stuff. So you can get some good hits in with the Empower buff for Templars.
The winds die. This storm has served its purpose.
The exact same type of boss, huh? Look at that. Just
Guard up. Get moving.
You stopped the storm, but you'll never reclaim what it's taken from you.
ooh, a great sword. I think she already has a two-hander though. What quality is her
I'm
weapon?
in your service.
What quality is her weapon? Oh, it's a green sword. All right, let's fix that. Upgrade her to a blue weapon. What's the buff on that? Buffs and debuffs. Does that affect her consecration healing? No dropped frames. Maybe we can up some of the eye candy and continue working on this. We got so bad last time we made the internet unstable, or at least that's what OBS said. Where you're pounding the hell out of the CPU so much, you're causing our own lag spikes. Got 10 up with this stuff. Got it set to 8,500, which is a hair more than what Twitch would allow me to do. Twitch would only allow me to go up to 8 grand before it started kicking me off the platform. I tested it. All right, let's see here. Turn this in and then see what we want to do for settings. So if we run up to somebody like this barbarian guard dude right here, you can see why I had the custom settings on, because his armor started out low res and then it popped in. That's part of how the game tries to be efficient. But if we're just running around, like let's walk up to this player right here, her armor looks like something from a Nintendo 64 or PS2 game until the textures load in. There's an INI tweak that you can use to turn that off at the expense of performance. All right, Harrowstorms are halted.
Feel it.
Did that give us enough stuff to go buy something from the Impresario? Yeah, 5 tickets. Let's go buy something from the Impresario. Let's get out of the reach and go back to some more familiar territory. And go buy something. I bought all the style patterns, though, so I really don't know. Oh, thanks, Reach Guard. Shoving me out of the way so I can't teleport. Let's try that again. All right, off to the Geek House. The in-game Geek House, that is. Captain Margot's place. I've been moving around some of the music boxes between the various player houses I have. That way they can be all spread out and they're not all in Panther Fang. So I've got the original menu music one in this one, because this was my first player house. It's good for silencing all that Breton music that plays when you're in Daggerfall. Of course, I'm only sick of it because I've been in Daggerfall so much over the years. I pretty much have it all memorized by now. Ah, Gloria, ah, Gloria. It's like some kind of cathedral chant. I mean, just because it's a bunch of Renfest Bretons doesn't mean it doesn't.
Keep me safe. And my coins in my purse.
You almost wonder if the preacher in that cathedral over there is going to be like, "Welcome to the Archdiocese," or something. Who would say that, anyways?
Card sharps and collectors, test your wits and
We got any
courage
frame
in a
drops from
brand
this?
new card game, Tales of Tribute.
The drop frames is only for the network, so let's take a look at stats. So rendering lag has cost us 379 frames. All right. So that counter is only, there we go. Maybe some of the stuttering you've seen has been some of that. I reset everything and now the internet lags. Sometimes this setup reminds me of a cartoon jalopy.
Excuse me, please.
I seriously wonder if I'd get better performance putting ESO on a hard drive. Seriously thinking of opening up Steam, move installation. That way it would throttle all this asset loading.
Fancy a look at my extremely profoundly exotic goods?
By the way, since this is just a total crapshoot of a stream here, can I get at my... How do I get at my settings for this? Open up chat, see if I get any I love you spammers. Let's open chat completely up to visitors as well, not just subscribers. See if we get any I love you spammers. Click this for hot cam pics. Stuff like that. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Of course, you might get some people like, can you answer a question about ESO? No, I'm just here to play the freaking game. So, yeah, I've already gotten all the style pages. This is probably the last night I'll be able to get any tickets. So I don't know if I should really... What is this? Soulfire Dragon Illusion Pet? What? What is that? I don't want to make any more pets. Oh, you can buy levels for your companions. For the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, and the Undaunted. Ah, what a dumb idea. You can do daily quests and get that. Like, no, I'll save the event tickets for the next event because I'm probably not going to get any more event tickets. What am I doing? But this whole... there it is. Look at the stuttering in the preview. Let's check OBS's stats. Stats? 22 frames lost due to rendering and encoding lag. So there's still some problems here. I seriously wonder if this game would run better on a hard drive. See, this is the problem. Check the power thing. We're not in power saver mode, are we? Oh, of course not. Let's see. We could switch over to high performance. Switch it off to high performance for the power and see what it does.
Hear ye, card sharps and collectors. Test your
I don't know if I can even turn that on.
new card game, Tales of Tribute.
Yeah, switch that off there. We could also go farm some Harrowstorms. Maybe take some of the other characters out. First, though, I want to go to my little branch office over here. Yeah, see, when I get... What do we have for CPU usage? It's loading assets. That's what's killing it. That's what's dropping the frame rates. I'll bet any money there's more than 33 frames now lost. 190 frames lost. It's the game that's doing it. Wow. It's the game that's doing it. See, this is the future. Unfortunately, this is why 2 PC stream setups are going to be the future here. Let's go into the office here. My office is in all the inns. Let's see if we can work on some of those other offices that aren't properly furnished yet. So this is why the future of streaming is going to be 2 PC or 2 device streams, because games, to deliver their best experiences, are being programmed to scale with your hardware and use as much of it as possible to give you the best experience possible. So, because of that, it's going to step on the toes of OBS if you're trying to do 1 PC streaming. But Jay, I have a Ryzen CPU with 16 cores. So, the game's going to scale up. These games are going to be programmed to scale with your hardware, and they'll constantly try to use as much of it as possible to deliver the best experience as possible. So any side processes or other stuff you're doing, like streaming and stuff, it is in your best interest. That's what I'm thinking of. It is in your best interests to offload that work to another device. So that way, the computer can do what it does. And the most important part of that is your audience can see what you see when you play the game, when you don't have the overhead of streaming going on, stepping on its toes, especially when you have stuff fighting for resources like this. Oh, we got a Murkmire treasure map. Good, I have to go out there. More Radiant Bastion stuff. I think I already have that set. I think I can recreate that set by jumping in the queues and everything. But that's really where we're at with this. Like, games are going to try and give you the best experience possible, but that means they're going to step on the toes of you trying to stream it. So, let's see. Get some of those. How come it didn't show on the screen what exactly...
Can I help you?
Well, with that. Anything we can sell from all that? Any treasure items? Still lugging this table around. That's how you know it's a video game. My valiant hero has been lugging this table around for 2 weeks. See here. Oh, the scrapbook we can sell. Any other stuff here? Merkmeyer treasure map. I don't think there's any more treasure items we can sell off here. Oh, a butterfly doll. There we go. Either way. There is something I can do. There is something I can do, but I got to be very careful not to lose the stream in order to do it. So, and that is to close OBS completely. Then, oh, someone's fighting upstairs.
There's a sweet shop around here. Let's take a look.
So the thing to do, completely close OBS and run it in administrator mode. Supposedly that's supposed to give it higher priority over the game for this stuff. Alright, enough listening to those Breton songs. Ride, ride to freedom. Alright. Hey, why don't we try that?
Spare a copper or two?
I need to be able to right click. I can right click it off of my quick bar and run it as an administrator. All right, time for some more lag. See if I'm quick enough to do this without losing.
Not much. The elves landed.
We are now running in administrator mode.
My daughter is stationed there. I hope she's all right.
In administrator mode. Good. It made it back. Thank goodness for the keep alive period. All right, so OBS is now running in administrator mode. The counters have been reset. So with a higher application priority than the game, let's see what happens here. We could run back over. Oh, we just had some stuttering. Stuttering in game. Did that cause encoding lag?
I heard he was one of the people turned into a werewolf. He's all right.
2 frames missed due to lag.
I'd be rushing to get a loaf of his bread anytime soon.
I gotta go 2 PC setup. I gotta go 2 PC. Even if it means building a small device that's mainly for streaming and use the CPU for that. Gotta go 2 device. It's the only way this is ever gonna work. I mean, if I stream a console, the console gets to do whatever the hell it wants. And then the computer just streams it. So, nope. This can't be... Yep, we gotta figure it out. Probably Delosaurus Rex. I gotta see how the encoder is for that. We'll do an experiment where we play this game with Delosaurus Rex doing the streaming, which means I need to get an HDMI switch for my screen number 2. Yep, and let's head over to Western Skyrim. So I need to get an HDMI switch for my screen number 2 here. Hey, why don't we go to Merkmeyer and get the treasure map and the stuff we got that's southern elsewhere. Merkmeyer's over here. Go get the treasure map that's up there. Then consider whether we want to do anything else with any other characters. Yep, there we go. We had a spike in CPU usage. It's gonna be the next... This is the next DLC I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I'll have time to do a full DLC quest this week. I might wait till the weekend. We have maintenance tomorrow night. Oops, wrong way. So we have maintenance tomorrow night, which ends this event. Probably spreads the player population back out into the world instead of grinding the hell out of the Harrowstorms.
You are well-traveled, yes? Let us exchange pleasantries and...
Oh, you are well-traveled, yes? No, it's just me, Crazy Ziggy. Just running around trying to get my daily quest done, yes? I'm going to crash everything. This game cannot handle my greatness. This game cannot handle my greatness. I'm going to crash the living daylights out of everything.
Right, so we're going to crash the living daylights out of everything. Oh, I don't know. I thought being a king would be wonderful. Why don't I go to Wayrest and see if I can impersonate High King Emmerich? Just for the hell of it. We got nothing better to do except dig up treasure. Grab the treasure. More stuff we're gonna decon. Because it's blues. And I'm not a wimp who wears blues. See if we can grab that way shrine too while we're at it. Wow, I really haven't mapped. I probably mapped this zone out with one of my other characters, but not my main. Yeah, by the way, I also bought the ancestral Breton sword pattern. So now, yeah, sword that actually makes sense versus that nocturnal sword turned into a paladin weapon. No, that's not it. I think there was another way up to that way shrine. Yeah, I have mapped this out with other characters, but not this guy. What am I doing? Alright, let's see here. Over here somewhere, I think. Just don't get knocked off my mount by some of these trolls. I actually had some guys from work. They're like, hey, you're streaming? How often do you stream? I don't know. I kind of went into, over on Instagram, I've been doing screenshots and people are liking them. Not going to take any screenshots in the stream log on because it's going to look horrible. Oh, crap. Cliff racers. Why do I have this strange feeling I'm going completely the wrong way? Right into the slaughterfish water. Goodbye. He's dead, Jimmy boy. Right into the slaughterfish water. Woo! Okay. Enough fooling around in Murkmire. Do we have any more treasure maps? Pathetic. No, I'm only carrying a freaking armory of companion gear that I'm never going to equip. I guess it's easier to get that stuff later on. Nope, we made it through everything. All right, Wayrest. Get out of Argonian land here. Let me go see the king. Let's go to Wayrest Castle and see how good I can impersonate High King Emmerich. Let's see, where is Wayrest Castle? It's been a while.
This work isn't going to do itself.
That's the bank. So that's the bank. This, I think, is it. Yep, Lion Guard Elite. We're in the right place.
This throne is arguably the most uncomfortable piece of furniture in the kingdom, and I get to use it.
Darling, please. We can have it cushioned if you like.
Queen Irene was making fun of us. Deacon? Is that a reference to Deacon? The kobold from Neverwinter Nights?
Speaking to you now as a friend and as your king, I wonder if I might prevail upon you to assist me with some other matters. One that is a matter of state, and another that is of a more personal nature.
I say, if I have to sit on this rock-hard throne for much longer, I'm gonna go mad. What am I doing sitting here being king with this red guard acting like my mummy?
Fills my heart with pride to know the High King knows something of our deeds.
Whatever, Isabel. Let's go find something else to do. Why are we only doing 7,500 outs? This is set for 8,500. Is the ISP puking again? Come on, redneck internet. See here. Of course, the game isn't helping things any. The stuttering you're seeing on stream is loading assets off the SSD, bottlenecking the whole system. I'm sure that probably happens. All right, let's go back to the Harrowstorms. Can I see which one's currently? No, you have to go into the zone. Farm this crap. Join the Zerg. All I can do is to join the stampede and always take more than I need. Oh, over by the entrance to Blackreach. Off to Morthal, or whatever the heck that is. It is Morthal. Wow. Kind of remembering my Skyrim geography here. Let's go see this crap.
Ice and bone attacked wound related.
We're in Skyrim and it's cold all the time. Get out of Skyrim. Not everybody's in Nord. Not everybody's born with frost resistance. It is moments like these that I lament that this game doesn't have some kind of pull yourself over the ledge mechanic. Come on, Zoss. If Super Mario 64 could get this right, watch, that thing's not going to be there now. Especially doesn't help that my mount's lagging. I probably should have gone to the other way shrine. Yeah, isn't there like a Nord Barrow or something, or is that the other one? There's a lot of others to choose from. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I think I can get to that Harrowstorm in time. Alright, is that a boss? No, we're still doing witch pikes. Okay, good. Though I probably can get more rewards if I have other characters do the dailies.
The pikes are easily replaced. All your efforts are a waste.
These bosses are dying in 5 seconds.
Spectacular. Stendar's might flowed through you. I could almost see it.
Let's see here. You know what? I got some characters that need some experience. We'll switch to one of those and see how much experience we can milk off of this crap.
Is not the end. I swear to you, my sister's sacrifices will not be in vain.
Enough of this. There's actually a character that I would like to get some experience with this stuff. Let's see. To the castle. What do we got? 2:45? Yeah, this is going until sunrise. It's probably the most fun I'll be able to have for the next couple of days. Yeah, this is probably the most fun I'll be able to have over the next couple of days. While we're at it, let me go check something in Chrome. View. No, I undocked the mixer. 142 frames missed due to rendering and encoding lag in that mess. I think it's anytime it stutters, it holds up the encoding and stuff. Let me go to Sully Gnome and let me check Twitch's stats, because Twitch had a huge viewership crash. Let me go see, let me check Twitch's stats. Twitch had a huge viewership crash for Thanksgiving. I want to just see here. Let's see. Let's do 8th of November. That's too... Nah, that's too... I wanted to average that. There we go. All right. Wednesday, November 23rd at 7 p.m. 1.7 concurrence. Thursday, 1.6 million concurrence. Black Friday, 1.9 mil. Saturday, 2 million concurrence. And 2 million concurrence gets them back. On Saturday, they're at 2 mil for concurrence. In 2020 numbers, that gets them to summer of 2020 viewership. Basically, the worst parts of the year was during the summer after the lockdowns ended. So we got to see if Twitch can recover from that. There's a huge crash in viewership on Sully Gnome. A huge crash in viewership for Thanksgiving. Now, the reason why I'm focusing on that so much is because Thanksgiving is an American holiday. So is Black Friday. Canadian Thanksgiving is earlier. And other Thanksgiving holidays celebrated in the world are in other parts of the year. So, if the World Cup, though, World Cup's been going on for a week or so. If the World Cup was going to ding Twitch's viewership, we would have seen that in the numbers earlier. But there's a big crash for American Thanksgiving and Black Friday, taking them back down to pre-pandemic territory with the numbers. So I want to see where the numbers come back to with Twitch and their viewership.
There's really no such thing as junk.
We knew the bubble was going to burst. And the thing with this Thanksgiving, and I'll probably come back to this in a late night nerd lounge at some point later on, or a video.
Yes?
The thing with Twitch right now, and that whole situation with what happened is... see here. I think we sold everything off. Oh no, we didn't open that satchel. The thing with Twitch and what's going on with this is that... hard need. That's why you don't do this after you get the quest set. Oh, a funeral jar. Let's sell that off.
Care to bargain?
How many other treasure items do I have? The thing with what went on with this, we know what goes up must come down. We've been looking for this for a while. The thing is, what does it do to the ecosystem after this? And what other side effects in terms of Twitch streamer behavior are we going to see because of all that? All right, let's get some other characters doing the dailies. There's better rewards when you grind the daily quests across multiple characters than if you just grind like that Zerg going around Alec here. I hope it's not people just farming all day for recipes. All right, leave Goodmain in the castle. Let's go to some of the other characters. Might need to catch him up on skill points, too. Might want to do that with the builds for everything. Let's see. Watch that CPU usage. Yeah, it's popping to 100% and probably lagging the stream on a still image. All right, Snowmelt Sweet. Start cycling characters. There's more rewards if we have characters do the dailies than if we join the Zerg in Alec, the Alec here style Zerg. But yeah, that Twitch crash, I got to see where it goes. They're probably not going to go down to pre-pandemic numbers because people found out about Twitch for the first time. But that whole situation is huge. Why would an American federal holiday tank the viewership of a streaming platform more than Christmas has over the last few years? Thanksgiving 2022 is a big one, especially with emerging from the pandemic, because you had President Biden who was like, oh yeah, the pandemic's over, but we still have a COVID problem. But people who want to jump on their confirmation bias are like, people jumping on their confirmation bias only listen to the part where he said the pandemic was over. And now people got to act on that. You got the federal government that doesn't want to say the word mask anymore. You got all kinds of garbage going on.
Where will our adventures take
And the thing is, it's not just COVID going around. There's flu going around. There's RSV going around. Multiple respiratory viruses that you cough all over everybody and infect them with. And they don't want to say the word mask. Oh, it's a bad word because of the pandemic.
sharps and collectors? Test your wits and
There's more crap going around besides COVID. N95s, KF94s, KN95s, good quality two-way masks are cheap because of all the extra stuff that was made and crashing demand. All the extra pandemic stock that needs to be sold off now. It's not that hard. It wouldn't be that hard to grab a mask for stuff other than COVID. Unless, no, it was a symbol of oppression and censoring people and blah, blah, blah. Disinformation sucks. Alright, let's see here. As far as I'm concerned, those KF94s I bought for that second week back at work when you had to wear those things, they're bought and paid for, so I'm going to use them up. We'll see where the community transmission is. Although, unfortunately, it's going back up in certain parts of Connecticut. New London County, where the casinos are. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get to this Harrowstorm. This is the one with the Nord Barrow that we have to go into. See if we can level up Isabel with all of this. Somebody in zone chat, Scrag is up. Nobody's going to do a world boss. People are going to grind the living hell out of these Harrowstorms until the event is over. They're also going to grind resource nodes too, because you get lots of crafting materials. All right, cleric time.
This reliquary is nearly filled.
Isabel just got insta-gibbed. Oh, man. Don't stand in the fire, Isabel Valois.
Burn the pipes, you fools. The ritual must come. Another.
She only hits for $3 grand. whittle him down with that mace. Find someone your own size to pick on. Here, have a heal.
The pipes are easily
Where's the boss?
replaced. Oh,
I think that
your
vampire...
efforts are
No.
waste.
This guy. Well, the companion, everyone else's companions are getting insta-gibbed. So let's throw some heals. Might need a few, right. Okay, all these clones here of, what's his face? Get some more magic back, and I got too many potions anyway, so. You're such a noob if you're using potions for these things. I got so many from ESO Plus login rewards, I can't even use them up. Nightblade's busting out the finishing moves a little early. I gotta get her some Dread King armor. I gotta totally change up her armor so she can get a constant 20% damage buff without losing the benefits of light armor. So she'll probably end up with Crafty Alfiq and Dread King. We gotta run a bunch of dungeons to get that, though.
Meaningless victory. You've destroyed one of hundreds.
She's only wearing light armor anyways.
Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won.
Yeah, you mean I've won? You ran into the fire and got yourself insta-gibbed like a noob. Don't stand in the fire, you noob. Are those outdated gaming insults nowadays? All right, let's see here. See. All right, we don't actually have to do this. Teleport to the Snowmelt Suite. Or excuse me, fast travel. Alrighty then. Let's see here. Hey, while this is loading, let's see. Thank you for the sub, Ariane.
Truckers are rolling this morning.
And thank you for the sub, Heath. Offline subs.
You've got rubbish?
Alright, see. I think we can do this without crashing these things as well. See, will this work? Oh, that doesn't have the truck emote. That'll be Logan for his resub there. And thanks for the YouTube sub, Naraya.
Truckers are rolling this morning.
Yes?
Thank you for the YouTube sub, Naraya. Offline subs, whether you're subbing for the tech videos or anything of that sort, welcome. Anybody coming over from Instagram as well and checking these out now or after the fact, welcome to the channel. I'm an old-fashioned YouTuber, kind of doing things the way they were done in the olden days, where you just do whatever the heck you want on here. Before all the overproduced, overly corporate-influenced videos with the same stuff happening at the same times and in-video advertising, and don't forget to smash that like button and be sure to subscribe. Because you need to hear that every single video. So it's like there isn't a precedent from the world of TV and movies for how to make something good that people want to watch. You gotta twist people's arm all the time, like make sure you buy a membership, make sure you sub Bit and Dono. Of course, this isn't Twitch. There's different names over here. Make sure you super chat. I'll stand on my head if you super chat. Alright, send her off to the Reach. Kind of appalled by how long this was taking to cycle through characters. I thought it'd be easier to grind this. Maybe if I was like some kid with nothing better to do, sitting home not doing my homework, Oh, I never even turned in the quest. No wonder I had nothing to decon. I thought I was doing things out of order.
Skies seem clearer to me. Of course.
Blah, 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 blah. Off to the reach. I almost said the meech. Why? Let's see here. See if we get, like, more than one character. See if we get more than one character. Play the card game. You bought High Isle. Why don't you play the card game? Because I don't come into a game like ESO to play cards. Whatever, man. And I used to wonder why Blizzard didn't put Hearthstone in World of Warcraft.
Now go.
I'm starting to see why.
The odd needs to hear.
Imagine if Blizzard put Hearthstone in WoW.
This will not stand.
Are you up for a challenge? We need someone to go. I don't know if you're worried about.
I don't know if you're going to do the Harrowstorm thing like everybody else that's running around like a bunch of idiots before the servers go down for maintenance. Okay, let's find a Harrowstorm here. Oh, that one looks nice. Watch, it'll probably go by the time we get there. Look at this Zerg. Dun 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 dun. Look at this Zerg. 3 a.m. at the Geek House. 2 more hours before I should probably call it a morning. Get that witch pike. Isabel, try not to get insta-gibbed again this time, please.
Stories later.
Or I could give her a ranged weapon. That would probably be a good, better idea. There she goes. Minute I'm not playing a melee, she zergs in and I'm not... Ugh. There she is. Well, she's throwing her own heals around. Good. They won't have to bail out her sorry ass. See ya.
They'd ever stop.
Wasted.
Nicely done, my friend.
Nicely done, Isabel. You didn't insta-give yourself. Woo! Alright, let's turn in the quest. Let's see here. So, I was playing through the story quest offline. I thought that was a node. It was a fox. You know what? Can we get some, like... something similar to a fox. It is a fox. There. A cooking mat. Lovely. The reason I was playing through the story content off stream, one of the things I've committed to with streaming, I don't want to ruin my initial experience of a video game. I got a nice setup here, big screen, surround sound, subwoofer, whole 9 yards. I am not going to drop down to just a gaming headset for my initial experiences of games. I'm going to come on here for playing through with alts and other stuff.
Be off, Reeker.
I could do retro this way, though, because retro had, like, stereo sound only. Main games like ESO, though, no.
My cursed skies have finally. I hope you're slaughtered of those.
The good news with MMOs is that there's a lot more you can do besides play through the story.
Here we go.
Alright. Actually, she's done with the dailies, so now we can go to the office, decon, and then switch to another character. The only thing that we don't have with these office setups is a way to repair or access to the bank because of the limits on the number of special collectibles you can put in these things. Let us see. How we doing on stats? 549 frames lost due to encoding lag. I'm just going to assume at this point that it's the game that's doing it.
There's really no
By
such
pounding the hell out of the computer every time it loads assets. So this encoding lag is probably happening either when there's a lot of action on the screen or when we're in loading screens. Let's see here. Oh, we didn't open up the pillage again. You know what I also should do? Put a couch in here to have my character relax on. Kind of looks empty in that corner, doesn't it? Radiant Bastion, more treasure items. I think Goodman can actually make a couch for this place. How do we do that? We'll decon all of that and we'll switch back to Richard. Have him go make a couch for this office. Ooh, we got something to throw in the chest. Crafting motifs. There we go. Send the crafting motifs off to Goodmain. Alright, decon time.
Ooh, the clitter clatter.
The clitter clatter of unwanted things. Ah, no, I want to do one more. And now the stuff's popping on the screen. Now it's looking. Huh?
Care to bargain?
Alright, short by value, and then sell off all the stuff. Companions. Alright. Enough being stupid. That might be too much to ask for someone like me. Can we make a couch for that corner and then move the furniture around? Well, so much for grinding out the Harrowstorms on as many characters as possible. What can I say? I'm a man of taste. I want my offices to mean something. Plus, he's in the chapel. He's in the Panther Fang Castle. He's got a crafting station right off from the throne room. We'll just have him make something there and then just go over there and install it. There's no way I have to have enough materials for that. That's actually something you can do, is farm mats. Tons of crafting mats and a chance of getting the drop boxes from those zones. I might just derp around in Skyrim the rest of the night and see if we can get more materials. Alright. Tailoring station for those things. Get those refined and I think it's their parlor. Red guard couch padded. There we go. Gimme. So, let's see. Close that. Let's go install this in the office. Sugar bowl. No, that's Khajiit land. Snow melt sweet. You know, you could say elsewhere. Getting too caught up in the moment. I know I've been playing Elder Scrolls games for 20 years, going back to Morrowind, but we need more drinks. Maybe you need to sober up. Maybe you've had enough for the night. Let's see if we can get this couch to fit. Not the table. Not the rug either. This might be a little. It's not gonna fit. We can't fit this. We can't fit the storage box in there. So, all right. Can we put the? What do we put the couch? Can't fit it by the door. Take the storage box out. Put the storage box over in this corner. Can't be too close to the door. Well, when we teleport in, we're gonna be closer to the decon merchant. Let's see here. When you teleport in, then we just run next door. When you teleport in, we're right across from the decon merchant. So you start out here, you run over,
Got rubbish.
you decon everything.
Plenty of goods.
You decon everything, then you go next door.
Anything I can do for you?
You sell off all your vendor trash, and then you head back out, or you can put stuff in here. Let's see, can we learn these? Yeah, let's learn that. He already knows Greymore axes, so I'm actually going to take this to the bank and donate it to the Vandalia folks. So V fans have some more. I've been learning some recipes from them, and they can learn some recipes from me. So, all right, first let's take this couch and let's put it a little bit more over here so it's a little more centered. A little more centered here. Escape, and let's go off to the Solitude Bank to access the guild bank. We're almost out of drinks, so we should take a break, go to Screenshot Theater for a bit, and refill drinks, and get up and stretch about. What do we have for lifetime? Oh, I can't go by that because I've stopped the stream multiple times. We got to go by YouTube. An hour and 8 minutes. Okay, good. Sometimes that trips the Google speakers. All right, where's the bank? You could probably use your banker NPC. Yeah, but I need a reason to go to real banks from time to time. So much character here. And if you're on a role-playing realm, you can wait in line.
Whether you fish or explore ruins, we have you covered in terms of safe banking.
All right. Not just loot it. Sorry, Lucky Ghost. Tiri and V are we. Deposit. I don't need inventory insight here. All right, I already know this one, so donate another recipe to the guild, and they can learn how to make Greymore axes. You're welcome, Vindalians. I'm surprised V doesn't ever decide to get like Morticia Adams from time to time, start a stream and try not to crack up because she comes on screen like, "Hello, my little owls." Maybe I've been watching too much Addams Family on Amazon Prime Video. No, I'm sorry. She could do that for like Halloween or April Fool's Day. Her choice. Start a stream. "Hello, my little owls." All right, we just put this couch in here. All right, we just put this couch in here, so let's make use of it. Enjoy the fruits of our labor. A nice place to rest when you're going AFK without standing around like a Morrowind NPC. All right, let's go to Screenshot Theater, refill drinks, get up, and stretch around. it's time to play some stuff. That screenshot theater very seriously looks like it's pulling only a certain subset of the pictures. So I had it set. What am I doing? So I had the event's going to be over, so it's not going to be worth coming back here. I probably just put that couch down for nothing. Hey, it's an investment. Now, maybe if I come back here for something else later after the event, we could do that here. But wait, let's go to the castle. So I put my... So I had that set originally to show individual pictures, but then I had to keep deleting them all out and putting them back in. So I decided to point it at directories instead, but it seems like it can't handle the sheer number of screenshots I have in there. And taking lots of screenshots like they're Polaroids of your experience in a virtual world, for me that goes all the way back to Morrowind. Matter of fact, I probably could do, if I get some music, I could do an HD upgrade of my Morrowind slideshow, showcasing all my Morrowind screenshots from when I played Morrowind in the 2000s. They're all 800 by 600, 4:3, etc. But probably could upgrade, probably could make them look at least a little better. But I got some ancient YouTube videos that were very heavily limited by the technology at the time. I don't know if that's the best way to really showcase all those Morrowind screenies. All right, let's pick another character. Let's pick another character to go out and do those dailies and get some more loot. Now, 3:15 at the Geek House. Let's go to Adeline, the Necromancer. Related to Lauren Lockhart, but not as benevolent and from the dark side. Magica, Necromancer, Breton, and we'll take some of the other characters out too. See how many we can get done before 5 a.m. All right. I got a feeling it's going to be an ugly, ugly, ugly week. All right. She's still in here from when she's done this before. Let's just do some let's give a different character some experience.
All
right, let's bring Ember into this. Bring Ember into the mix, since she's technically an evil character. She's technically an evil character. Oh, we can take the characters off to their homes as well. Actually, let's do that. Send Lauren over to Lockhart Abbey. Made a few changes there, mostly mostly working on the pool area. All right, let's see here. She doesn't need to be. Nobody needs to end their night in Skyrim because of everything that's been going on. So no. Let's see here. The event's going to be over tomorrow. Nobody's going to be in Skyrim, and I guarantee you the Harrowstorms will just blutter on after the event is over. It's sad because some of these harder group events, these grind bait events, are the only time that these are actually gonna get done. Although I do see dragon fights for a while. There is a daily quest to do the Harrowstorms, but I wonder if there's enough. I wonder if there's enough people to actually do that daily on a regular basis. There's dragon fights and elsewhere, but maybe not during an event like this. We also have the Christmas event coming up. Lockhart Abbey. Now with lots of sofas around the swimming area so people can relax, and we need to change the music. Let's run outside for a second. Because unfortunately the music doesn't change when you bounce between your player houses. Right up the hill from Arenthia. We could also run characters through the daily random normal. That's probably another question I should probably answer is whether... That's another question I should answer is whether you can get a group for daily random normal or not. You know what? Do I really need to grind Harrowstorms all night? Maybe we should do that. Jump in the daily random normal queue and see if we can even get a group. Oh, there we go. Did move a music box out here for her bedroom. The silver rose. Had to be something with flowers. I don't know if I've ever heard this theme anywhere in the game. Was it just put onto a music box in order to sell this thing in the Crown Store? Come to think of it, I don't know if the nightly orders were even emphasized in High Isle. Alright, can we even get a group without being a tank? See, watch it be a DLC thing. Alright, let's go full-on cleric. There we go. Go full-on cleric. And so with everybody grinding the heck out of those Harrowstorms, is it even possible to go daily random normal? I guess so. Let's see what we get. Woot woot, Tempest Island, one of the easy ones. We need the transmutation. We need the transmutation crystals. Why is this? Tighten this thing back up. I keep getting cords caught underneath it, but we can't have this like pushing into my mouth like that. Our tank has 46 grand. We're good. All right, is he gonna literally run the dungeon? Probably. Somebody's doing the quest. Come on, hurry up before the healer does all the DPS. Don't forget to loot. Yep, literally running the dungeon. That's the way some of these guys do it. Of course, you have 46,000 health as a tank. This is a walk in the park to you. You can probably solo this. See ya. Miss Phelan? Echo Stone? Oh, he's got a chain pull thing, too. Must play a Death Knight in WoW. Get over here! Must be doing the quest. Must be doing the quest where you have to kill all those Lamias or whatever the heck they are. Might need the resto staff, throw a hot on him. Of course, he has 46,000 health, so... Alright, let's literally run the dungeon to the first boss. See ya! We'll get Goodman in on the action, too. Now we get a DLC dungeon, more like. Fortunately, she's not a stamina healer. All this running and whatnot. First boss.
And they are slaughtering your soldiers. We can't allow them any farther into these caves. But we need the time you promised us.
Oops. How come I'm not casting anything? Because I got the resto staff instead of the DPS weapon. 12 grand non-crit. 13.5. See ya. Get some magic regen with it. Blew too much magic. Blew too much magic casting the wrong spell. Yeah, right. He's literally gonna run everything, isn't he? We're gonna pull everything and run everything? Oh, I guess not. Alright. AE. AE Sports. It's in the game. Wait for a night when I'm not so hoarse. Plus, I broke my no sugar rule tonight. EA Sports. No. Can't do that very well tonight. Here, have some heals. There is something, there actually is a set out there. It's either for healing or overhealing. Where you boost people's weapon and spell damage if you heal them. Or overheal them. I gotta go see what that set is and what the bonuses are. Maybe consider putting that in the healer setup.
Heal me!
Heal me! So we can boost people's offense by throwing down heals over time. Wow, hitting stuff for 10 grand as a cleric. Not even with any bonuses to light heavy. I don't think there's bonuses to light heavy attacks. She doesn't. Did you just get knocked down by a cleric? That would never happen in D&D. Only fighters do that. Roll a check for knockdown. Get the buff for spell damage. Oh crap, people actually need heals. Consecrate. Oh, the supernova's up. I didn't use it quickly enough. 27 grand. $22 grand. Plunk. See ya. Hold on, I'm out of mana. It's Tempest Island. Not the hardest thing in the world. Oh, he's got the range taunt as well. Fancy. Or somebody does. Yeah, I'll just smite him down. Bonk. 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 10 grand crit. Like half the damage of the paladin. Oh, the tank actually took damage. What's the occasion? See ya. Don't forget to loot. Oh, he's using the chain pull thing to always pull people over. Now that's a close angle. I got him. I only have a 1d8 for health.
I need aid.
Why are you meleeing as a cleric? I don't know. Ask the DPS. 37% of damage as the healer. All right. Boom, boom, boom. That actually hits for less. Probably because it's not supposed to be a primary attack. It's supposed to be damage over time. Oh, here we go. 9 grand. That's a stupid part. I mean, how can you be a caster when you can hit for that like 12 grand and not use any magic? I gotta see what she, after the run, I'll see what I have. I think she has the bonus to light and heavy attacks. Bonk! Oh, did you just get knocked out by a cleric? Well, cleric said knock you out. Yeah, that was the problem, is this smite-looking move is actually... You're supposed to apply it as a... What the? DPS is standing in the wrong spot, but at least they bought a heal. Interrupted! But now, healer, you will get smashed into the ground by the other team's healer. She should have an advantage, though, for how much damage she does over Goodmain, because she's not wearing heavy armor. I don't understand it. Because the Templar cleave move is supposed to do a dot. It's not meant to be spammed. There should be a morph that eliminates the damage over time. Unless you just go around smiting everything. Alright, so this is like 9 grand. Could always throw caltrops with... Yes, could always throw caltrops to debuff armor. Yeah, imagine that, a cleric debuffing armor with caltrops. Oh, that crit for 9 grand. Here, have a heal. You might actually need it. Just give her a bow. I think she has one, actually. All right, we got to pull or what? Oh, he's already there. DPS is already there. Or did the or is that the tank with a two-hander? 18 grand. Don't forget to throw dots and then smite the heck out of it. Use all the special attacks. Ow. Well, for that, we're going to consecrate the area. Oh, there's the tank. 20 grand. This gives him power, too. I'm just not using it. Do a light attack. Do a heavy attack, weave or something. Oh, nice to be smiting for 20 grand. Oh, and rage. Stormfist is down. We'll get some resources back with some heavy attacks. This is definitely more constructive than running around Harrowstorms all night. That's the thing, I mean, melee only does a tiny bit less damage. Melee only does a tiny bit less damage. And it doesn't use any resources. 11-7, 7-9. Almost interrupted. Oh, somebody's got 2 taunts. The tank really has a... I guess the tank has a ball with that. No, why not? If we're in melee, you might as well get a few swings in. She doesn't have the kind of empower stuff, but it'd be good to save the magic for heals. Where's the boss? Well, it's not everything.
Eliminate them.
Okay, here's the boss, and tanking the boss for whatever reason. Thank you for the taunt. All right, let's smite the heck out of it. Plunk, see ya. Should probably revisit that though. Put some kind of spell thing or something like that. 18, 18, see ya. Summit of Storms. You know what this game could really use? Final Fantasy's commendation system. So if you really like the tank or something, you can send kudos. Throw dots everywhere, this down, and then let's just cleave the heck out of everything. $6 grand. Yeah, she's definitely not the paladin. 6K. Thunk. She doesn't have access to the move that boosts the heavy attacks. Now that Empower is a PvE heavy attack bonus. That's the only reason she has a... That's the only reason she can cast real big spells from range. She's in light armor, too, so... Bonk! That only hit for 9 grand, though. Probably because she's missing the 20% buff. Switch weapons if anyone needs a heal. Yeah, like 10 grand non-crit. She has 10 grand non-crit on spells versus... Well, she's critting all the time now. That boss is debuffed. There's no way she hits for that much damage. Yeah, the boss is sundered. Yeah, like 7k. So her spells will still hit harder. Okay. Fine, you want me to tank? I'll tank in light armor. Stop beating up the healer. 37 grand. That's because the tank is debuffing the boss. Oh, somebody else has way too many crown potions. Maybe if I wasn't next to that lightning rod. See ya. I don't know. If anyone has the quest, that probably just helped them. Oh, that was the dungeon. Oh, okay. And that's the way back down. Yeah, there goes everybody. Off to Lockhart Abbey. I hate this game. Wait here, where are you going? Are we too slow for you? Is that the tank that was making all that? That was crying that much? Why do you hate this game if you're a tank with 46,000 health? Seriously. Some people are just never happy. Right. If anyone's left in the group, good. Well, that's enough clericing for one day. Does she have a monster up in the tower, though, that we can test DPS on? Let's see. Probably good time to go through all the email. Excuse me, in-game mail. Hakruti sent you an email. RSVP. Alright, what do we have here? A transmutation geode. It's one of the reasons why we're running dungeons. Plus, it'd be good to see if we can actually get games or get groups with this event still going on. Alright.
There's really no such thing as...
The bigger houses can have more NPCs, so we can actually have more people in here. And actually have a banker in here as well. Of course, they're just house guests over here. There's no real commercial area set up for them. Oh, we actually got the Storm Master's arm cops from that. So the loot table rule, where it cycles the loot table, looks like that's still in play here. All right, bunch of poisons. Da-da-da. Here, have these poison vials. Yeah, take poison vials from a cleric. YouTube's not complaining anymore either, so it looks like I found some settings that work. Basically, high settings with DLAA. Not all that bad. I'm going to take a look at the quality of the stream afterwards and compare it to my screenshots. All right, does she have a monster in the tower? Can I compare, like, spells versus... It's one of the problems right now is that casters are a little too weak in ESO. Let me go see if... Isn't there a monster in the tower? I think the Ogrim's up there. For, like, testing deep... Nope, this... Not here. We have to go to the Evil Castle for that. Ebonheart Chateau. The Ebonheart Chateau has one. Also, the Neutral Castle, the Scotsman's Overlook, has something in the tower as well. You see if that's... Because she's wearing Julianos gear and Crafty Alfique. So that gives her a boost to spell damage and a big boost to magic, which also raises your spell damage. But she shouldn't have any... Let me see this. She shouldn't have any bonuses. I think it's in here. She doesn't have the bonuses to light and heavy attacks. Yeah, that's the thing. She's 100% caster, and she still did decent melee when the boss was debuffed. She has no bonuses to stamina except some extra points here. Let's see. She has 14 points available, though. Oh, plus healing. Let's go to the defensive tree. Probably have to put some more stuff in here. No, she's already got it all. Working on taking less damage from a direct damage attack. Make sure to save the cleric build while we're at it. What are we working on here? Let's see. Steadfast, and then 5. We want a way shrine. Cheaper way shrine. Now, that's only if you teleport to them. Fall damage. Fall damage, sneaking. Well, there's really nothing else to put the points in once you're this far into the tree. Oh, let's go for some... What was that beep? Do some cheaper way shrines. And take less elemental damage. She's currently set up as a cleric. Alright, Evil Castle. Totally not where she should be, but I want to go somewhere where there's a monster to beat up. There's that Daedric music box again with the weird sounding music. Ah, ESO Deadlands. And there's a volcano right outside this place. Alright, this guy.
I can think of 18 ways to kill a man with nothing.
Blub, 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 blub. Alright, cleric. Let's go see the whole melee versus spells thing. His casters are pretty weak right now. Let's see. Was it this tower? Does this tower have the Ogrim? Or does it have... There it is. No, it has the Bone Goliath. The other place has the Ogrim. Okay. So, without using the 20% magic... Oh! This increases the weapon and spell damage as well, so that would be part of the issue. Alright, let's see what we have for numbers. 9-8, 9-8. This monster has more armor. Alright, so 9-8 for a spell versus... This is... Is that critting? $19,000. How much is that raising her weapon damage? No, she still has the buff. $20,000. Oh no 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 no! That's the Mages Guild Empower buff. That's the reason why she's hitting harder for the first couple of swings. Mages Guild. Might of the Guild. Might of the Guild. If you cast a Mage Guild ability, you get extra heavy attack damage for 10 seconds. That's been buffed from what it was before. That makes Might of the Guild something shorter, which means it's not really worth it to use momentum with a two-hander anymore, because casting a Mage Guild ability... Yeah, Might of the Guild, 2-2. 10 seconds of Empower. And this debuff lasts 24 seconds. So it might be maybe throw down some Equilibrium or something. Max Magicka 3k. Maybe you'd want to cast that. That actually increases weapon and spell damage. Which that's actually 10%. That's 10 seconds of Empower, and she hits for 10 grand until it wears off. Then she goes back. Oh, okay. So she keeps re-debuffing the enemy. Then she gets down to 6k. Well, that just breaks everything now. Because she hits for 9 grand with spells. She hits for 9 grand with spells, but she have Empower right now? She hits for 9 grand with spells, but if you weave that, you get 7 seconds of Empower after casting Dark Flare. So we could give her like a bow or something. She could smite the enemy and then fire off a few arrows while she has Empower. Hold on a second. Twilight's Embrace. Give her a bow instead. Make her like Rosa from Final Fantasy IV. So she smites the enemy and then fires off a few arrows, which hit almost as hard. Maybe she should just go full Zen Archer here. And of course, once the debuff wears off, she's back to 7 grand, and it's time to smite again. But that's a PvE. That's an interesting PvE thing. What if she had a staff? What if she had an Inferno staff? She's still carrying an Inferno staff? Yeah, Twilight's Embrace. Let's say Sniper Cleric. What if we just gave her a staff instead? Nope. Let's see here. Inferno staff at Twilight's Embrace. So she smites the enemy and then throws a few fireballs at it. 8 grand? Well, why... Well, why is it that stamina weapons hit so hard with less weapon damage? I don't understand it. She's better off with a bow. Smite the enemy, and then fire off some arrows. Fire off some arrows, save the magic for heals. Do that for heals. So she throws a weak smite, but then she gets 12 grand per arrow because she actually has all the bow perks. Yeah, she has accuracy. Extra crit for bows. The rest is tied to bow abilities. She doesn't use any bow abilities, so she just has critical chance plus crit with bows for that. And she could actually just do weapon and spell damage and hit with arrows for 13 to 24 grand. What's the point of casting spells? You might as well just go full heals. She might as well just get more heals. Set up more heals and stuff. Okay. So 15,844. And every time she casts that, and the thing is, we can get rid of that skill. We can get rid of that skill if we get a set of Dread King as her secondary armor. Okay, she's back down to normal damage. We just do that. So now she's back to hitting with arrows pretty hard. I don't understand. Why is it? I really don't understand. Why? And of course, when she switches to her mace... Of course, when she switches back to her mace, which is really a great sword, so she's getting a bonus to spell and weapon damage when she equips it. Start the dot, 10 grand per swing, and it cleaves everything. Okay. I really think that Zoss needs to revisit that, because it breaks... Of course, I remember when melee attacks on magic characters would only hit for like 900 damage non-crit. So it's the big thing is Empower basically makes it so that it's better to haymaker everything. All right, once we break combat with the monster here, we're gonna go back to the castle. There we go. We broke combat. Back to Lockhart Abbey with her. She didn't crack 10 grand in gold, so interesting. Let's say good main out then. So. The thing is, though, the Templar version of Solar Barrage, what's the point of smiting then? What's the point of casting a ranged spell like that? If Empower... So, like, go in, get your 20%, or cast a smite or something to give yourself Empower, and then smash everything. There's people that played the Warrior Priest in Warhammer, that are probably like, that sounds like my kind of character. Cast some divine spell and then smash everything with a hammer. Everybody's a paladin now, apparently. Well, that's pretty interesting then. I wonder when that became a thing. She has a nice painting of High Isle over her desk now. And of course the cat. Let's send Good Main out. Watch, he'll get a DLC dungeon. 347 at the Geek House. So, yeah, Empower really is a game changer. Looks like Empower is really a game changer for this game right now, because it basically makes it so you might as well swing haymakers with your weapon everywhere in PvE, which helps with your efficiency as well. When you can take a cleric who isn't even spec'd for stamina, give her a bow, and then give her multiple ways to get Empower for 7 to 10 seconds. Like, smite, arrow, arrow, smite, arrow, arrow. Like... It's got to get more interesting when I get her a set of Dread King for 2 pieces of heavy So she gets extra armor from that. Then 5 pieces light. She'll be tougher. She'll have a constant 20% bonus to spell and weapon damage. Won't have to cast the Mage Guild thing anymore. So, I should work on that. This is why we need to take these characters into the dungeons, because Empower is changing everything. Alright, good main. Daily random normal. See how it goes for him. 2, 3, 4, 5. Might want to tank something instead. 9, 10. Oh, is there actually going to be a queue now? I was wondering about that with the event going on. We're probably waiting for a tank. How up to date is my tank spec? Healer is hit or miss. You're either waiting for a tank or you're waiting for a healer. But while we're at it, let's go into the cathedral. Let's go into the... Oh, here we go. So here's the kicker. The Templar Solar Barrage in Dawn's Wrath gives you Empower for 22 seconds. Which is why if you're a paladin, you take Solar Barrage. One of the DPS fell asleep. So, cast Solar Barrage, and then go around smashing things with a sword for 22 seconds to do extra damage with haymakers. Do haymaker swings for 22 seconds. And have all your resources available when if someone needs a heal. Okay, let's see. We have another group. See if the DPS falls asleep. Watch it be a DLC dungeon this time. Then the tank instantly drops group. Should probably see if my tank spec is up to snuff. You could bust out the healing thing here. Yeah, that is kind of concerning though. Empower basically makes it so it's not worth it to be a caster. You're going to be weaving attacks. You're going to be heavy weaving half the damn time. And then there are offensive bonuses to certain melee weapons, or should I say martial weapons. So there's a spell damage bonus to carrying a two-hander, and there's a crit bonus to using a bow. So that's why I'm such a biggie on two-handers and bows if I'm not tanking. This guy, not spec'd at all for stamina, except the secondary thing you get in the tree. Alright, see if a DPS can stop falling asleep. Banished cells, this will be easy. Banished cells, baby. Alright. Oh wait, I'm not the tank. Did the food buffer? We can always get more from the bank if we need it. Alright, is there any people who haven't done the quest yet? Yeah, we got a sorcerer who hasn't done the quest. Alright. So here's what I'm talking about. Yep, you get 22 seconds of Empower when you use Solar Barrage as a Templar. So, 39 grand on the tank. Not bad, at least we're getting tanks. Yeah, so you go Haymaker everything if everything doesn't get insta-gibbed. But the entire time, you get 22 seconds of plus 80% damage and heavy attacks. So you cast Seal of Righteousness, so to speak, and you Haymaker everything for 5 digits. Throw a dot in for good measure, but, I mean, you're just cleaving the heck out of everything. So as a healer, it's really cool because you get to save your resources for healing and just smash the crap out of everything with your melee weapon that you're getting spell damage from, and it's not split based on what type of spells you're casting. That's one of the reasons why I've made such a big deal out of two-handers. So we just dotted everything, throw down a hot, and then lay into the boss, hitting for 5 digits a pop, with bonuses to crit, bonuses to pen, bonuses to everything. Basically just paladin it up. World of Warcraft could only dream about something like this.
Harrowstorm, you live!
Yeah, you remember when Holy Paladins are like, can we move forward? Yeah, Holy Paladins, can we move forward? This guy's spec'd from Magicka. He's got lots of extra magic for throwing heals. But you can save the magic. He got 47 grand on the tank. You can save the magic for actually needing it for heals and just go around fighting stuff. I mean, this is what Holy Paladins wanted in WoW, but Blizzard never gave it to them. Clunk! Down he goes with 12 grand. Nice for clearing trash and getting a few good swings in on the boss. Well, we got some more company. Since two-handers cleave everywhere. Alright, let's take out this clan fear. Oh, the buff wore off, so let's recast it for another 22 seconds of doing more damage. If we don't miss. 21 grand, 24 grand, even more if the tank debuffs the boss. Could also put a Crusher enchant on here too, so that there's a chance. Could also debuff the boss myself with a Crusher enchant, so I think I have an extra one of those. But it'd be more worth it as a healer to boost spell damage and healing every so often with these melee attacks. 14 grand non-crit, 21 grand. Some nice numbers on the screen. And if people need healing, they'll get healing. See ya. You don't get to do this in higher end stuff, but as you go about your business being a goody two-shoe paladin, cleaving the heck out of everything like that. What enchant does this weapon have on it? Where's my cursor? One of the problems with playing these games on TVs. Yeah, it's got a weapon and spell damage boost every so often, as opposed to debuffing armor. Usually the tank is the one that brings the debuffs. Clan Fear Handler. Well, if anyone needs heals, we'll bust out the Resto staff. Let's take these guys down. Probably a couple swings will take him out. 2 to be precise. Yeah, we got some rookies that haven't done the quest yet. Make sure the newbies can do the quest. Not everybody has done this a bazillion times. Seriously, I mean, this is oops, someone needs a heal, actually. Someone actually needs heals. That's what we got all that magic for. Because we just cast Seal of Righteousness. And it pulses as we swing everything. Just lay into it with a sword. As long as the enemy doesn't block or dodge. Only certain humanoids do that. Alright, make sure to throw dots on everything. Of course, if I really want to have fun as a healer, I can hook up as a number 2 attack the Light of Judgment that turns into a pool of healing, and then that might actually be a way to increase DPS. I'll try another dungeon after this with that as my number 2 attack, because it's supposed to, while the Light of Judgment is on them, it mimics your damage, and then it blows up and takes down the monster. Can we take that? Can we stay out of combat long enough? No, we can't. It's going to take another group for me to do that. 19 grand. It might actually be more worth it to use the Light of Judgment skill, because the Light of Judgment's supposed to copy your damage. Oh, look, someone needs a heal. Of course, in ESO, everybody can heal themselves with at least something. Clinveer. Alright. Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss. That is not the place to use that ultimate. Alright, we got to set up that Light of Judgment skill, because it actually helps with the healing as well. Because when the Light of Judgment expires, it leaves behind a pool of healing on the ground that basically lights up more hots. Alright. Here's the end of the dungeon. Alright, we actually gotta throw hots around. Look at all these glass cannons. Get yourself some armor. It's normal difficulty. You don't have to be super min-maxed. All right, there's the last boss right there.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Judgment, Seal of Righteousness, and then lay into him. Consecrate.
It's the outsiders. So the keepers are afraid.
Stand in the fire because the heals are.
You'll die in their stead.
$25,000. I gotta see what happens with the damage doubling thing on a boss fight. That also serves as a pool of judgment, a pool of healing when it expires. Let's do that. We'll do that. We'll run another dungeon. Probably get a DLC dungeon now.
Me? How?
All right, let's set this up.
Haven't you noticed that the pact I made protects me from?
Let's put that in as the number 2 attack. All right, backlash.
Get out there.
Purifying light. Purifying light. Set that as the number 2 attack, and let's do it on.
What are you not doing?
Let's leave that other one there.
Oh, I do so love to see magic.
All right, let's go back to the castle.
This isn't as grand as the
I gotta see this now. Watch, I'll get a DLC dungeon now that I'm doing this experiment.
Remember, children, you'll never keep me here of your own.
Kicked out.
Not
It's quite all right. Have a nice night, Coco Loco. All right, let's see here. Lifetime 2 hours. We'll just keep barreling away. I want to do one more dungeon. I want to see how that works. So, what does that thing actually say it does? All right. When it ends, it does up to 10 grand extra damage based on how much damage you dealt to them. And then there's a pool. You can only have one pure... Oh, this got nerfed. You can only have one purifying light at a time. So you throw it on something. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It used to be the case, you just throw it on everything, and then when it expired, there'd be pools of healing all over the ground. I don't know if that's not even worth it anymore. That got nerfed. Well, crap, that sucks. You know what we should do? Radiant Oppression. Trying to level up Radiant Oppression. The Jesus Beam. Let's level that up. Let's level that up and actually have a finishing move. Level up the Jesus Beam.
You've got rubbish. I've got needful.
Hey. Someone actually said thanks for the group. That's nice. Yeah, let's level up the Jesus Beam. I never really did much with Radiant Destruction because it never was really worth it to use finishers, but if we're talking about we just need a ranged attack, you cast that and you swing away at things. If we have to go ranged, we'll just go to the Resto Staff. Like if the boss is forces you into range mode. No, I don't need that. Don't save Paladin. We're selling off vendor trash. That's right.
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah. It got the Paladin skill WoW treatment. You can only have one of these per Paladin at any time. Oh, that sucks. You used to be able to throw that everywhere, and every time those things expired, there'd be a pool of stuff that healed people left behind. We might as well go to a public dungeon just to see how nerfed that is, and take our kudos here. A good public dungeon to go to. Transmute Geode. Take 10 more of those crystals. Let's go to the Kogaroon public dungeon.
Come, do your...
Kind of metagaming there. Nobody in ESO knows what Kogaroon is. Hearty garlic chowder. Da da da. We have anything to decon? We have anything to sell?
Ooh, the clitter clatter.
Yeah, I thought I got something. More materials. Okay, let's go to a public dungeon and mess around with a bunch of dark elves. I might want to go in without a companion just to see this here. Give Isabel a break. Well, she's only a DPS anyway. She doesn't really cleave anything. She doesn't have any real cleave abilities right now, so won't be that big of a deal. Let's head out. I gotta see this, though. I can't believe they nerfed it. So you can only... What about the pools on the ground? You just throw that on a different enemy and then it leaves behind a pool? I'll bet people were doing that in PvP. They were throwing that around everywhere. They probably did that in PvP. They were probably throwing that around everywhere so there'd be extra healing everywhere. And we wonder why PvP has such an emphasis on burst damage. I don't have a companion summoned. Alright, let's go off to Vardenfell. North of the north part of... What the? Reload the UI. It's not taking Isabel into account because I was in a party. No drop frames due to internet. That's good. Probably dropped frames due to encoding. 825 frames missed due to internal processes in OBS. Probably the stuttering introduced by running this game off of an SSD. Really? You know what I think I'm going to do? If this week is a terrible week at work, I'm going to use it to test out running the game off a hard drive to throttle how much resources it uses. Because I'm starting to think this game, except for the extra long... It's improved its load times a little bit. Yeah, let's go off to Vardenfell. Might need to get more drinks. Unfortunately, I had some dark chocolate before streaming, so that's impacting my ability to talk a lot. Probably have a hard time. I'll probably have a sore throat by the time I go to bed. Unfortunately, it's the Daedric Ruins. Alright, let's go off to Kogaroon here. Metagaming! That's the name of this place in Morrowind. Lost Kogaroon. Great House Dagoth. Morrowind players know that one. Alright, let's see. Alright, instead of leveling up the Jesus Beam, switch off to Purifying Light. Purifying Light! It got nerfed into the ground. Now it sucks all night. Ugh. Alright. Let's see. Let's test it here before we get to the Dark Elves. Yep, it goes out. So it's a skill you'd want to use on a boss. Okay, so you get a little bonus healing for like 10 seconds. Take that down. We gotta get rid of her. Yeah, we gotta unsummon her. Isabel, goodbye. We gotta test this here. Should be more than capable of soloing this. Just see here. Alright, that's the pool. Yeah, so basically there's only going to be one pool of healing. It's basically a tank skill. Yeah, it's basically a tank skill. Let's see. We're better off throwing dots on everything. Yeah, it did 10 grand. It did 10 grand left behind a healing pool. We're better off throwing dots on everything. So much for that idea. Not even the Jesus Beam. Just go in, throw dots on everything, and then throw the dot on everything, and then just do that. And don't miss. 23k. 22 seconds of Empower is big for this kind of thing. Especially if you're a healer. Save your resources for helping your teammates. Wow. It's been so long since I used Purifying Light that, yeah, it got nerfed. It's like a paladin skill now. Only one per paladin, da-da-da. You can only have one of those going at a time now. That's sad. I used to go into dungeon groups, just pepper the ground with healing pools. Now it's... I'm telling you, it's got to be a nerf that happened because of PvP. I gotta go see when that was nerfed. What were the patch notes? I'm sure his peoples went crazy. Crap ton of magic, and then they just threw those on the entire enemy team, and then like half the ground would heal you for 10 seconds. I'll bet it actually, I'll bet it was like, what was it? What's that exploding skill that does more damage? I think it's under Assault. Magicka Detonation, yeah. Throw that on a bunch of players, and then as those all go off, if they're clumped up in groups, ba-boom. I think I got nerfed as well. People combine that up with stuff like Dark Convergence. It's like the old Warhammer description of a bright wizard. They make bolt. They like strap themselves in C4 and incendiaries or whatever it was. All right, let's get out of here. If we're gonna mess around in the outdoor world, we might as well go somewhere where we get extra crafting materials. Skyrim. Could use some more drinks too. 4:09. Should we just keep going until the drinks run out? It's like a night at the bar.
Where's that cat?
Oh yeah, I kept going until the drinks ran out. Could do another Harrowstorm. Could take another take the horse right into the water. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Could do another Harrowstorm. Take another character through those dailies, because it's the last time we're gonna... It's also the last... Down he goes. Let's take another character through the... Yeah, that's right. Try to log out right next to the Hag Raven. Alright, do we break combat? Take Adeline through the... Take Adeline and, or Moose Thunderbear. This is a Skyrim event. Let's send the Nord guy through it. Also want to see how my ranger's doing. Hey, I can actually see chat now. Horse into the drink. Yeah, thanks, Dan. I went flying into the slaughterfish water earlier. I was like trying to make a jump and I overshot it on the mount. Right into the slaughterfish water. Dead in 5 seconds. Let's see. Moose Thunderbear. This is a Skyrim event. Might as well send our ranger out there. Plus, I got to update his points for skills and rewards. And we got to figure out what we're going to do. I got to see if there's something... Do wardens have access to Empower? Or should I have him use a Mage Guild skill? What gives you... Do wardens have access to Empower, or do we have to do it through the Mages Guild? Alright. Cutting Dive. Call a Cliff Racer. Poison Damage. Bull Netch. Animal Companion. That's the DPS tree. Critical damage for every Animal Companion skill slotted. Wild Guardian. No. Let's see. How about Fighters Guild abilities? Is there a Fighters Guild ability? Will give you Empower. Stamina Recovery. Weapon and Spell Crit. It's weird that I'm thinking of using a Mage Guild skill to get that. How about Winter's Embrace? No easy... It's weird that I would even think of Empower like this. Long shots. There's no easy way to get Empower, right? How about Focused Aim? That just puts Breach on the enemy. Because we know that bows... People who have access to Empower... People who have access to Empower actually do really well. It's weird, because max out his Mage Guild rep, and then he can cast a spell that gives him plus weapon damage and Empower for 10 seconds. So this Ranger is now casting spells on everything. All because of the Empower buff, plus 80% damage in PvE on fully charged heavy attacks that give you resources back. Just went wild with it with good main.
And there's trouble on the horizon, Youngblood. Or what the sort of...
It's actually interesting because we have a situation on our hands where casters can become melee fighters temporarily by just casting a spell every so often that gives them Empower. Alright, let's see here. poison arrows. We got the bear. Who do you want to... Don't even have that set up correctly. I have Muriel Lendis because she has a bow. Summon her, oddly enough, because I have her set up as an archer.
I could go for a bit of excitement.
Good. Have her set up as an archer, so I'll have her... Yeah, I haven't played this guy in so long. Is his bear okay? Yeah, the bear... Yep, there's the bear. There should be a little bear, too, that's following him. Where's the little bear? That's not right. This guy needs to have his bear... This guy needs to have as many bears as possible. Cave bear cub. Resummon him. There he is. The more bears, the merrier. Hey, where's the action? All right, there's a good spot. Those wardens are less interesting then. If I have to think of having a ranger cast a spell for empower, that's how you know the system needs to be worked on. Looks like his mount's not as fast. Crazy, you know? Cast a spell, and your caster temporarily becomes a melee fighter with empower for 10 seconds. Alright, send in the wolf, or the bear. Well, 16 grand, that's not bad. Maybe there's something baked into the weapon then. What the? Oh, he's going after Miri. Miri's not a tank! Fine, I'll heal her with the magic mushrooms. Over here, dumbass. Bring him over to someone who can actually tank it. Oh, is that it? I heal with stamina. Get a plus 20% buff.
Here's completion. To get you a
Throw poison on everything.
One pipe is enough.
What's this guy got for gear? He probably got to work on his gear. Send in the bear. At least he can debuff from a distance. The problem is the poison doesn't last very long when you throw poison on everything.
Swept away your soul.
All right, where's the big boss? Vampire Lord, debuff. Where'd the bear go? As annoying as these things were in Skyrim. Probably because we're supposed to kill the ads. See, that's the thing. It has a cast time. But if I get the Mage Guild skill, it's instant and gives him power, which will increase the power of bow attacks. There's going to be a lot of people leveling up Mage's Guild now with characters where it doesn't make any sense for them to be a big mage. Heal, heal. Switch back to the bow. Why are these people taking so long to take down this vampire, though? Nah, that's pretty sad. Animal companions. Yeah, you see, you got a cast time. I should go have this guy look for books. Give him Mage's Guild rep. That's horrible. Look, got knocked into combat by the end of the Harrowstorm. That's horrible. Ooh, Greymore Staves. I think I already know that, though.
Don't come by those too often.
All right. So this is what breaks everything right here. Mage's Guild. The entropy skill, when you morph it,
You put too much
it'll
stuff
morph
in
into something that gives you
no
plus
life
20%
to
weapon and spell damage. Then you come down to Might of the Guild.
Camp here. Lots of fresh tracks.
Shut up, Nord. Alright. So, you get that. You get plus 20% weapon and spell damage, same as summoning the Netches as a warden. But then you get 2 Might of the Guild. And you get plus 80% heavy attack against monsters for 10 seconds. 10 seconds of Empower. So those Haymaker bow attacks... Those Haymaker bow attacks now hit a lot harder. And then you just do AE from a distance if necessary. But this guy already has a two-hander. He just busts out his axe for any kind of, like, AE and stuff, like taking down trash. I just switch him off to the axe.
I really don't like your odds.
Take him off there, give him the axe, and then do it that way. So it's just this whole Empower thing is just causing so much trouble. Of course, the ability, the Warden ability does give you regen, but if you're doing a bunch of heavy attacks, you're regaining resources anyways. Got a wolf now too? Yeah, only hitting for 7 grand. Must be a Spriggan. Where's the Spriggan? There you go. Debuff. Problem with bows is they do spike damage from a distance. But you have, like, Flavor of the Ranger that's just not even worth it. Ranger using a mage skill. Yeah, he just does like an instant cast magic debuff on the enemy. Those Wardens don't have easy access to Empower like Templars do. See why people complain about little changes like this. See here. What if Necromancers have easy access to it? Should go see if that's the case with Adeline. Although Adeline has Mage Guild rep, so she can just cast a Mage Guild skill.
Hear ye, card sharp.
But the issue with this is that the guild skills are supposed to be useful to all different kinds of builds. Alright, that's like this one, Bone Shield. Bone Shield gives you a damage shield ability no matter what you are. Inner Fire gives you a taunt no matter what you are. Trapping Webs gives you a snare no matter what you are. And then there's Blood Altar as well, which heals no matter what you are. And then the PvP skills. Assault, Echoing Vigor, Stamina heal over time. Caltrops debuff people's armor. Caltrops are damage over time and also debuff armor when you morph it. Magicka Detonation is a bomb attack. Support is a gigantic damage shield for like 30,000 damage. You have other stuff too. It's really a matter of thinking about what your skills do, what does what.
Of course you.
I think it's a bit too much homogenization though. If you're talking about a warrior casting a Mage Guild skill, so that way his weapon attacks smash things for more. Seriously? Let's finish up with Moose. Finish up with Moose and then wind down and call it a morning. We'll grab the way shrine here. We'll take him. Thunderbear Lodge doesn't really have much yet. I think I put a fireplace in there. So we got to set up some furniture. Then bring in the NPCs as house guests, similar to what Lauren has at Lockhart Manor. All right, see.
Are you up for a challenge?
Are you up for a challenge, lad?
I don't know much. If you'd worried.
I don't have a drinking problem. I drink, I get drunk, I fall down, no problem. All right, how do you jump out of the... There you go. All right, let's see here. One more Harrowstorm for this stupid-ass event that is the latest example of this guy doesn't have anything mapped out. Well then, he's going on a little adventure then. Unless that happens to light up the minute we're outside of Markarth. He's never been to the... I don't think I've ever taken this guy to the Reach.
Be off, Reeker.
We could just stand there and talk. We could just stand there until it's this Harrowstorm's turn to take place. We could take him around the countryside. Probably a better idea. I'm sure that... Yeah, that's the one with the Nord Barrow that we have to get to. Okay. It does kind of mess with things, though, that if you're using any kinds of weapon attacks, you want to cast a Mage Guild skill. Why isn't there a Fighter's Guild skill that does that? Why is it specifically the Mage's Guild? Why are you throwing sorcery on something? Yeah. And then it's a 22-second debuff and a 22-second weapon and spell damage buff. But the Empower thing lasts 10 seconds, so you're constantly casting over your own stuff.
They're coming for us.
Werewolf. All right, there's this Harrowstorm. Or ritual site. Let's go grab some more way shrines and stuff.
Troublesome territory.
We can map this out in about 10 minutes or so. Of course, with my luck, I'll ride up to wherever there's a Harrowstorm currently going on here. And this bear is slow. Slower than the horses for the other characters. Karthvastan. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Go over to this. Karthvastan. We'll just grab everything. We'll map this whole zone out. There's the way shrine. Hey, it's free experience for more champion points. What do you want? We'll grab that one. We'll probably ride up to something in progress and then just jump on that. Can't believe I never took this guy out here, though. Yeah, I should have mapped out Skyrim by now. Of course, he's got Eastern Skyrim under his belt. Shows how little I play this guy, then. But then again, with Wardens getting him power through a Mage Guild ability. I can't believe it. First, you have the homogenization. The Mage Guild ability used to only do spell damage. Makes sense, because it's a Mage Guild ability. But now it'll boost your weapon damage by 20%. So you have, with the Netch abilities, that's supposed to be your regen and stuff. 20% weapon and spell damage while you're regenning a primary resource. So you get regen, but if you're haymakering with Empower, you're already regenning resources with your bow or your sword or whatever. So it kind of turns it into not a choice. Just goes to show that Zoss, I mentioned that, let's go back to the road. I mentioned that ESO High Isle is like World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor. Tone deaf, out of touch devs in their ivory towers. This is a great example of that. Alright, let's see. Any sign of a Harrowstorm? We'll map out the zone, then go to one. Watch, one of the ones that I recently... No. Thought one of the ones I recently mapped out was the one that's currently going right now. I'm not even going to bother with resources. We'll do that after the stream. Noodle around and just work on that kind of stuff. Alright, is this one currently in progress? I don't see it. So probably not. Pick up this way shrine. There's that. Alright, Lost Valley. So the one at the bottom of the map is where all the action is. Yep. Alright, there's that. We'll just map the whole zone out then. One more way shrine. Nope, none of those are actually doing anything. Literally got to go the long way. That's cheap. Resummon the mountain, it comes back with a full stamina bar. Boing! Oh, actually made it. We'll get to that. There it is. So the very last Harrowstorm that I map out is where the action is. Now watch it finish up by the time I get there. Big reason why I don't go to the casino. No luck. Oh, we still have witch pikes. Okay, we're in business. 21 grand. It would hit harder, though, if I had the access to Empower.
This storm has served its purpose.
Throw poison on everything.
Off with you, Swit!
Where's the bear? 14 grand on the bear. Just sad. Access to Empower determines how strong your character is with this stuff.
Stopped the storm, but you'll never reclaim what it's taken.
Whoops, thrown into combat. The other annoying part of this whole thing. Alright, take that. Well, we don't have a way shrine. Let's go pick up that way shrine. How long are we going to be stuck in combat? 7 Mississippi. 8 Mississippi. 9 Mississippi. 10 Mississippi. 11. There we go. It's like, wow. Punishing you like that. All because there's a few more lightning bolt things that happen when the Harrowstorm is over. Alright, let's go here. Winter itch, baby. What are we down to for humidity? Oh, 49% and dropping. Yep. That's where... This is about where the air conditioner would have gotten it during the summer. Then as it gets cold again, we'll have even less. Sorry, turn this in. Turn this in for Markarth.
Be off, Rigger. Ard Paddock refuses to see you. Now go!
I don't know if I have any service NPCs set up yet. Do we have the furniture to actually host the service NPCs?
Skies are quiet.
Yeah. Shut up.
Finally. I hope you
I can't
saw
believe I have to look at using a Mage Guild skill on a Ranger. This guy shouldn't be about spells. He should be about bows and animal attacks and swinging an axe. Alright, Thunder Bear Manor. We'll at least set up... Thunder Bear Lodge. We'll at least set up some services here. I haven't been here on stream in quite some time. I think we can bring in the service NPCs and maybe put them around one of the tables. The Antiquarian's Alpine Gallery, yeah, it's a free house for antiquities. Heck with that. It's a lodge in the mountains of Skyrim. This guy should have, like, bear rugs and stuff. There we go. I never set up the service NPCs here, though, did I? Is there anywhere where it makes sense to place them? No, we don't have any chairs. We have tables galore, and we have this cozy area now. Unfortunately, there's nothing else in here except for that bear rug. So not quite. So we'll go to the next best thing. The Snowmelt Suite. Nice looking place, though. Just kind of stuck on what we can use to decorate it. Right off to Snowmelt. Let's use this office here to decon everything and all the quest rewards. Ah, when you have a warden, the bear gets in the way. Alright, Greyhost Pillage. Well, we have a treasure map. We'll throw that in the treasure box for another character to do. Grey Reliquary Satchel. Oh, we can make vampire tables now. It's another reason people farm these things. Try and get crafting recipes. Let's see. Decon. Out of the way, bear.
The clitter clatter of unwanted.
The clitter clatter of you just did a bunch of stuff in a farm bait, grind bait world event. Zoss needs better...
Anything I can do for you?
...direction for these events. Alright, we'll throw that in the shared thing box as well as Greymore staves. But I really think my main guy already knows this stuff. Harvester's woodpile, we can sell that. Oh, it's not worth anything. Where is... I saw another thing of treasure that we didn't open. Yeah, more stuff to decon. Back to the other desk.
You've got rubbish?
Yes, I have rubbish. That's it up there. Back to this desk.
Can I help you?
Bear paw paperweight. Jewel bloodletter. At least we're getting some gold out of all of this. There's that. Aurora Firepot Spider. Destroy. We had an event that gave us way too many of these, and I'm still finding them on characters. People are probably selling... I know that people are probably selling these like guild vendors and stuff. I don't feel like ripping people off for something that everybody who did the event has way too many of.
Yes?
Let's see here. Companion shield, da-da-da. There's no other vendor trash. Just a furnishing we're never going to use. Throw the rest of the stuff in the shared box. Vampire table. I think I already know Greymore staves, though. I throw the Skyrim treasure map in there so somebody else can go get it. This guy... It's really sad that this guy... I mean, look at him. Level 5 Mage's Guild. To give him access to Empower, we gotta level a Mage's Guild skill. What the hell, Zost? That is so sad. Unbelievable. I gotta remind myself of what the other classes have access to Empower through. Templars have a really good one. Solar Barrage, 22 seconds of Empower. It's literally like an old school WoW paladin. Cast your Seal of Righteousness, it pulses holy damage, and you swing your sword like a maniac. Smack everything for plus 80% damage on a fully charged heavy attack. Oh, I was out in Skyrim randomly goofing around. Wasn't actually anywhere near the thing. Now we continue working on the player housing. A unique form of endgame we have in this game. We can at least get some crafting materials just to showcase one more time. No. It's not worth it to go running around looking for that stuff. To the castle. Get out of Skyrim. I cannot believe that, though. This whole 80% Empower. Look, you hammer the heck out of everything with a Haymaker heavy attack. And you get resources back. If you're a healer, that boosts your damage enough to cleave the heck out of everything with a two-hander, which also gives you spell damage on your spells, which includes your heals. So this is exactly what Blizzard was afraid of with WoW, that there would be certain killer skill combos and stuff that everybody would want to do. It would never make any sense to do this any other way. And now we have that with the Empower debuff of all things. I'm sure someone brought this up on the forums and got their thread closed. Now, we already know Greymore staves. That's good. The treasure map, somebody else can do it. At least we learn how to make vampire tables out of the whole thing. This is once again, I can't do this event, this Harrowstormpalooza event that everyone's grinding, without getting cynical of it all. Ugh. King of the castle. You know, let's not even sit in the throne room. Let's go out to that nice swimming area I just completed and go lounge out here by the... Well, it's eventually going to be a barbecue. Got to make some food items or something so it looks like I'm cooking a ham over this thing. There we go. Okay. Nope, this guy is a paladin. Send him to the chapel. Have him just go sit in the pews and reflect on the sad state of this game. You can still make your own fun, record machinima type stuff and whatnot. Make some videos out of this if you know what you're doing. But, seriously. I can't believe these Empower changes and just how they change everything. A ranger casting a spell because it will improve his bow attacks. Clerics, where it's only worth it to smite the enemy once and then do heavy attacks with a bow when you're not even spec'd for stamina, as we experimented with earlier. Like, who's making these design choices? And did they just like get out of college for game design or something? That is something for ZeniMax Online to give the answers to. 4:37 at the Geek House. Like and subscribe. I'm going to try and get some sleep after all of this. But yeah, Harrowstorm freaking Palooza. What an event, and what a reflection of what has happened with Elder Scrolls Online and the design choices of the past several months. Little wonder the Sully Gnome stats for ESO are what they are. And so many Twitch streamers who stream this game are looking for other games to stream right now. Whatever, man. Favorite MMO for years, and now we have this? Well, time to go mess around on Twitter and see when the next time is that Gina Bruno or Rich Lambert is gonna say something that makes me just facepalm all evening. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by and game on. I used to say that all the time in the videos from years gone by. I gotta bring that tradition back for these streams.